Hey Maniacs, it's Dan, and today I've got a fun video for you. We have a box right here of the brand new Dragon Ball Super Draft Box 4. If you're unfamiliar, this is a new set that just released. It's like the previous draft boxes, so it's designed to be drafted. Supports 4 players per box. But the unique thing about this is the Dragon Ball Brawl set, which is a completely new set. I shouldn't say completely new. It's composed partially of reprint cards and partially of new stuff that's competitively, some of it's competitively playable. It's pretty exciting stuff here. So inside here are 24 packs plus 4 copies of the kind of promo Vegeta leader, who's also kind of interesting. And what we're going to do is just crack into this and see what the pulls look like out of the 24 packs. So let's hop right in. Okay, so got our scissors here. We're going to break right into this. Pull the box out of its sleeve. There we go. And if you do pick this up, it's kind of nice. It's got a box you can store your cards in and everything. Crack that open for you guys. And there are Vegetas. Put that under our camera here. Vegeta Awakens foil on the other side, which is always nice. Okay. And as you see here, got some rules for drafting if you are unfamiliar. And then here are all of our packs. 4, 8, 12, yep. Looks like all 24 are here. So, got our packs lined up here. Let's not waste any more time and hop right in. Okay, first pack. So there are some super rares in the set, of course, including some are reprints and some are new. And then there are campaign rares as well. They're these duo cards, which I failed to look at the name of again before I came out. It's duo battle something or other. All right, see what we got here. Some reprints here. Waste the Resting Attendant. The cool thing is you can get these in foil now. Previously you couldn't get cards like this in foil if they're from set 1 or 2. But there are foils of those available, so nice for people who want to chase those. Alright, starting off with just a rare Cold-Hearted Strike Frieza. Next pack. Crack right into this. Definitely got some nice reprints in here. You know, if you're new to the game, picking this stuff up could get you a good collection of useful cards. Some of these are really only decent ones in draft, you know, and that, of course, that's what it's meant for. Got a foil Grandpa Gohan vanilla there, and oh, nice. So there are dual color cards for every color combination, one of each at rare for each color combination. So some of these haven't released quite yet because we've only had set 7 so far in this release. So green yellow cards, this is the first one, so that's pretty cool. That foil, not super exciting, unfortunately. That's from a set where it already came in foil, but that's okay. You're not going to win them all. Alright, take a look at here. Bonds of Friendship 8 Crusher Balls. Always nice to get more Crusher Balls. I mean, there definitely are some useful cards in here, for sure. This is Son Goku, the Ever Adapting. Put that down here in our rares. Haven't seen an SR yet, so let's try and get a super rare here. Another Crusher Ball. Oracle Fish. And oh, there, hey, that is awesome. So this is one of the campaign rares. Bardock, Father and Son. This is one of the more decent ones. I think one of the best hits to get is the SS3 Trunks. But this is still a decent one. The Bardock and Goku combo is interesting, for sure. This is a 15k, 2-cost yellow. Activate main. If your leader card is yellow, your opponent has 3 or more energy, and you don't have a Bardock already in play, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, switch to rest mode, and then you get to play this card for free. So these do combo. If we see the other Goku here, you can see how that works with that Goku as well. They're pretty cool. So nice. Good open, definitely. Moving right along. Sister Attack Kayleigh. Start getting veggies together here too. If you don't have a strong collection yet. Moganin. I think that's how you say his name. I'm honestly not even sure. Definitely a new card, not super exciting, I think. Let's see, once per turn, activate battle, choose one Moganin from your deck, play it, then shuffle your deck. It's interesting, he brings out more of them. And when you have 3 or more in your battle area at the end of your turn, choose one card in your life and add it to your hand. Weird. Very, very weird card. I'm not sure what to make of that. The problem is, with cards like that, they're not like Goku and Trunks and Gohan and Piccolo, and so they're like, you know, these random aliens aren't really very interesting for people to want to play, you know. Of course, we're playing this game because we love, sorry, I keep making everything shake, because we love the characters, so no one really wants to play like random alien dot deck. So hopefully we get some more. Hey, this looks like an SR. Okay. This is the 7-drop Whis. Seems a little expensive to be able to do anything with. It's a 7-drop double strike barrier, which is nice. Only one Whis, Keeper of Universe 7, can be played in your battle unit. If you have 2 or more multicolored cards in your energy, it reduces cost in your hand by 2. Okay, that's a little better. It's only 5. When your opponent card attacks a leader card, you may negate the attack. If you do, negate the skill for the duration of the turn. That's actually not terrible. It doesn't quite finish the game. A lot of plays in this game right now are if you're dropping stuff at 5, you're trying to finish the game, but he's a double strike with barrier, which can at least do some damage and is hard to kill, and then gives you a free negate every turn until your opponent gets rid of him. So, interesting. An interesting card. I wonder what you can do with that. Not exactly like one of the hype SRs, but an interesting one. At least it's a new SR. There's some new Zamasu stuff. That's an old Zamasu thing. But there's some new Zamasu support in the set that's very cool. Wouldn't be bad to see some of that. Another SR is this is a new Vados. Like the Whis, actually. Triple attack, deflect. If your opponent has 4 or more energy, when this card attacks, look at up to 10 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 red god or red alien card with power 19k or less among them and play it. Shuffle your deck, and at the start of your opponent's next main phase, choose 1 of your red energy and switch it to active mode. There's a lot of effects like that in the set that let you untap stuff at the start of your opponent's turn, which is just kind of feeding into how set 7's brought a lot of like counterplay that people are using. But very cool looking card here, and the problem is it's a 7-drop. It can generate some advantage for sure, but it just seems a little too expensive to get much out of. You'd have to have a way to cheat it in or reduce its cost. I think it doesn't quite match up to some of the other finishers in the game. Seems like it would play into a Universe 6 deck pretty well, though, since there's a lot of aliens and gods involved in there. I see we're getting another SR, 3 in a row. This is, oh, hey, Fearless Pan. Okay, this is a reprint one, but this is a great reprint. I actually could use another copy of this, so I'm not mad about that at all. Nice to get that. Another copy of that. Definitely a strong card if you're unfamiliar. I guess I should just go over her quick. 3-drop blocker barrier, and when you play her, you get to choose all your other red leader or battle cards, give her plus 5k in double strike. So she allows you to, she can be defense, she's hard to get rid of, and she pushes a really strong offense the turn you play her. And if you're playing a pan deck, she gets the plus 5k to let you draw a card when she hits 20k. So, I mean, she's good. Not upset about that at all. Alright. There's some of these here. Sorry, I have to keep adjusting where the cards are here so you guys can see them. And Deadly Defender Vegeta, that's a reprint rare. Let's see if we can hit any of the really juicy cards. The Super Saiyan Vegeta, Universe 7 would be awesome. The new Ultra Instinct for Blue Goku would be great. Let's see what we can find here. Bewitching God Vados, that's old rare. not too exciting. You know, it'd be, I think, quite a bit of fun to draft this. I'm looking forward to it. We're having some drafts in our local area over the next few weeks, and I'm definitely interested to see how this plays out compared to the old drafts. This is a new Kaioken Goku. I kind of like this guy. He's pretty interesting. He's a 1-drop 10k, but if there are less than 2 battle cards in your battle area with original power of 10k, he can't attack. So you have to have at least 2. But he turns himself on, so you have 2 copies of him. They can both attack. And then when they attack, you can add a card from your life to your hand to give him plus 5k and critical, a lot like the GT Trunks or whatever people use. But the interesting thing about this is it's a green Sun Goku, and I keep messing around with an idea of using the new SR 4-drop Piccolo from set 7, where if you have a 20k Goku, you can play him for free, and then you can KO a 20k or higher Goku in order to KO an opponent's thing and draw some cards. And there's some interesting ways, including like the Pan Leader, that you can buff this guy up, because the buff he gets is plus 5k for the turn, or giving him dual attack or something to get him to turn on the Piccolo really quickly. I think there's some interesting stuff people can play around with that. So we'll see what kind of fun brews people can come up with for some of these cards. And we got a foil Kaba Surging Forward. That's a new one, just dual attack 3-drop, and a Fu Mission Accomplished. Another new card here. Activate main, pay 2, remove this card in your drop area from the game. There's a few things like that now. It's nice to get those kinds of effects in here to give you some extra card advantage that way. Choose up to 1 black battle card in your drop area or warp with an energy cost of 7 or less and add it to your hand. So definitely interesting. It can let you reuse some of the big overwhelm targets. So it seems like a kind of a cool card. Maybe niche, but cool. Alright, next pack. I had heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard there are God packs you can get as well. It'd be really cool to see one of those. Oh, it looks like we have an SR here. Yep, the new Ginyu Ultimate Transformation. Activate main once per turn. Your opponent reveals the top card of their deck and then shuffles their deck. If the revealed card was a battle card, it gains double strike and dual attack for the duration of the turn. Otherwise, it gets minus 15k for the duration of the turn. So, hey, if you like gambling and randomness, this is the card for you. This can be a pretty scary attacker pretty quickly. And Ginyu, it is a Ginyu Force and a Frieza's army, so it's got lots of interactions it can work with to buff it or whatever. So, interesting. We'll see how that all gets used. Cool foil on that, though. I love the swirly effects. Okay, so far we've done pretty well at least getting new SRs, if not necessarily the ones we're most looking for, but hey, that is a set 1 foil, so first time we've had one of those, Bio Broly, and then Mercenary Tao the Master. Kinda neat. Alright, next pack. Going through these a little quicker now, and there is a reprint SR for you. Let me get this in the right. Frieza, Emperor of Universe 7. I didn't have any of those, but not super exciting for a reprint foil to get, unfortunately. So some of these, that's kind of the problem. Some of these packs, if you're just looking to like open for value, you aren't gonna hit SRs that are great, but that's really the same as every set. So I don't know. I don't see the how it's any different really than other sets, especially if you don't have a huge collection. You're still gonna get things like that Pan I was happy to get, because I definitely could use more. Foil Bulma's Mom, that's a new one, and Nail the Mechian Ace, that's a reprint. So let's look at Bulma's Mom. What's she up to? 1-drop, 1k. When you play this card, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 battle card with an energy cost of 1 among them. Add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if your deck's running a lot of 1-drops, potentially can help you dig to some combos. Nice that this is a little more flexible. So this is a card you could see creeping into some decks occasionally. You're not going to necessarily be a 4 of unless the deck is like quite degenerate and needs those 1-drops, but hey, maybe something with that Kaioken Goku was talking about earlier could be interesting. Okay, what do we have here? There is one of the new Zamasu support cards, very nice, and one of the campaign rares here, Uneasy Alliance Frieza. This is one of the blue ones. Blue 2-drop requires 2 blue. When you play this card, draw a card, and when this card is returned to its owner's hand from the battle area, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and return to its owner's hand. So, way to benefit off of using an effect to bounce it back, to then bounce one of your own things, then lets you replay it again to draw another card. So kind of get some incremental advantage here with this card. It's like they're get a little out of focus on some of these, so I apologize for that. But super cool looking card. In fact, I want that on top. I love how these have a nice silver effect on them. A lot of the time, actually, with all these campaign rares, they've been doing different red foil, blue foil. Here they went with silver, so it's always cool to see them kind of mixing up the foil patterns. Okay, next pack. And we have an SR here. Is it? Okay, it's a Super 17, so new support for Super 17 in here. That's cool. 6 drop, 2 green required. It is a dual attack. If there are 10 or more non-black cards in your drop area, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. I like it. Getting a nice reduction there. And then auto, choose 1 card in your drop area and set it to your warp. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 green extra card in your drop area and add it to your hand. Then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and sends it to their warp. So this is cool. You can gain a lot of value getting shocking death balls back, or all sorts of other Heroes Mafuba or something. It reduces itself. It has dual attacks. You can plop on like a double strike or a triple strike onto there to make this a really big threat, and it rips cards out of your opponent's hands. So there's a lot you can do with this. It's very slick, and it'll work with some of the other Android support stuff as well. So that's a decent one. Definitely decent. Next pack. Okay, would like to see more of the multicolor rares too. I don't know where those are hiding. I think we have another SR here. Oh, okay, it's wait, this is no, sorry, the art's just so similar. This is a new Kefla, 5-drop, 1 red required, double strike, activate battle, pay 2 if you have 4 or more energy and you choose 2 alien cards in your battle area other than Kefla, Roar of Destruction. Return the chosen cards to their owner's hand, then play this card from your hand, and you can't play battle cards the duration of the turn. Okay, but you can do that during your opponent's turn, which is very cool. And when you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 20,000 power for the duration of the turn. I mean, if you think about it this way, you're spending 2 energy to activate that, and it acts like, at the worst, it acts like a comboing with 2 10Ks. You're paying 2 and you're changing the total by 20,000 in your favor. But at the best, it allows you to KO things and reuse some of your other when played effects and that kind of stuff. And you're putting in a 20k double strike. So this definitely seems like an interesting card. This is one that I think you'd be good idea to keep an eye on, that kind of stuff. You can cheat it into play. You just have to have 4 or more energy. But the game's going longer these days with more counterplay and everything, so that's not the worst restriction in the world to then get to cheat in a 20k with that kind of effect. So pretty cool. And we have Northkai, Protector of Earth. 1-drop 4k. When you play this card, draw a card. Activate main, pay 2. Place this card in its owner's drop area. Choose up to 1 blue Son Goku with an energy cost of 3 or less and 15,000 power or less in your drop area and play it. Kind of like a little swap effect out of the drop area to start chaining into some, cheating out some Gokus and get kind of your Goku chains going. So that's a decent card. That seems like that could be quite good in the right deck. Alright, what are we getting down to here? We got this pack, and then we got 4 more. See if we can get any of the real chase cards here at the end. We've gotten a lot of SRs. I haven't kept track of how many. You guys at home are probably totally aware, but Pride and Justice Topo and Chilled the Cruel. This is a new Chilled. Double Strike. If you have 5 or more energy and Chilled the Cruel is in play in your battle area, when one of your opponent's battle cards is switched to rest mode by skill, activate the skill, you may play this card from your hand. Okay. So you can play it for free. I think it said isn't in play. It's Shatterfoil, it's tough to read. So it's a free play if your opponent, you tap your opponent's stuff down. Not super exciting, but it's a card. Is it a 25k double strike? But Freeze's Clan and Chill's Army aren't like really useful keywords or anything, so I'm not really sure what you do with that yet, but hey, you never know. Down the line, you may find something more exciting to do with that. And we have, there is another dual color card. Nice. Sun Goku and Sun Gohan Sands of Earth. I skipped through the first one, but these all have a rival. This is a blue and a green. Energy Exhaust, of course, because it's a multicolor card. 25k. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 5 or less. Place in its opponent's energy in rest mode. Then your opponent chooses one card in their hand and places it in their drop area. Definitely a cool card. They all kind of have this dual effect. They do 2 different things, kind of really playing off the 2 colors of energy. I can see this working in some interesting blue-green Zamasu builds, or I mean, just putting an opponent's battle card in their energy is one way to just take care of it. You just have to be careful that you're not ramping your opponent too much to the point where they get to like come back with it. But you also get making them discard a card, and you're getting a 25k, so nice. And you can rival it in. Anytime you can cheat something in, I like it. Okay, and is this I think this is a campaign rare pack? Yeah, it looks like it is. We have Determined Striker Goku, and we have the Piccolo, which is I think one of the better campaign rares. If I do say so myself, I like what it can do. It's interesting. 2 drop, requires 2 green, has auto burst 3. When this card attacks, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 battle card with a combo power of 10,000 among them and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So as far as going forward, multicolor cards in general always have 10k combo power. So he is going to be, if you're building any green in another color deck, and you're gonna need to play multicolor energy to play him probably, because he does require 2 green to use. But he can be a piece that can dig for anything that you want, and he's got burst for decks that care about setting that up. So he might be one of those glue cards to really put things together. He's a Namekian and a god, so you can use Heroes Mafuba with him and Namekian support, which I think we're going to continue to see more of. Definitely a very decent campaign rare to pull. Not bad at all. Again, we'll put that on top underneath the reprint Goku. Last 2 packs. I don't think we're going to see the God pack, unfortunately. Nope, not here, so probably not. I don't know, are they real? Have you guys pulled one? Comment down below if you guys have seen a God pack, or if you've gotten any just other cool pulls here. I'm just getting impeccable Super Saiyan Kabbas, which aren't really worth too much, so nothing too exciting there. And our last pack. Skip to the end, and it's a Beerus the Bad Tempered, a new Beerus. 7-drop dual attack barrier. When this attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and KO it. He destroys stuff, so nothing too spectacular there. And that's going to do it. So let's just take a quick look at what we got. We got just a few foils. The foils are not too common here. It was nice to get a set 1 foil. You know, if there's any fans of Bio Broly, might be a decent thing to have there. I was hoping to see the new rare Jiren would have been cool, but maybe I'll just end up drafting it later or something. Overall, though, looks like my number of SRs was pretty decent. Sorry, getting things all together for you guys here. We got 3 campaign rares, Piccolo, Frieza, Bardock, and then for SRs, Whis, Vados, reprint Pan, Ginyu, Frieza reprint, new Super 17, new Kefla. So a total of 7 of those here. So did, I think, pretty decently here. It's not the most insane box in the world, but it has some stuff I'm excited about, excited to try. So I hope you guys enjoyed that box opening here. And if you guys are opening your own Draft Box 4, maybe I hope you're drafting it too, because it's got to be a fun format to try. Let us know what your polls are down below, or what your coolest Draft Box deck is like. And otherwise, you guys stay tuned. There's going to be more content coming for all sorts of TCGs. Dragon Ball Super, Final Fantasy, Universes. We've had some NFL 5 stuff lately, which is a new TCG. If you're an NFL fan, check that stuff out. But if you're just a TCG fan in general, make sure you are liking the vids, subscribe to us, and we've got a website, metamaniacs.com. Check that out. We've got a Discord. We've got a Facebook. Just hit us up. Let us know what you guys want to see in the future, and we'll be with you with more cool TCG videos coming real soon. Thanks a lot.